Hello, I'm Joe Tye from Values Coach in Iowa. And over the last 5 years or so, I've made quite a few trips to Kearney, working with the good people at Good Samaritan Hospital. They are doing an exemplary job of sharing our course on the 12 core action values, which are personal values, with their entire organization. And they're a real leader in our statewide initiative to promote the Values Collaborative throughout Nebraska. And we're getting every hospital in the state, one way or another, engaged in this effort. It's being supported by the Nebraska Hospital Association and many others. So I am very happy to be coming back working with the Chamber of Commerce on July 14th to share with you some very practical strategies for how can you be more effective, more competitive, be a better place to work, be a more competitive organization. And what we're going to talk about on July 14th is the leadership skills required to build a culture of ownership, to foster a more highly engaged workforce. Jim Owens, the former CEO of Caterpillar Tractor, said, if you want to compete on a global stage, you must have a highly engaged workforce. And one way or another, we're all competing on a global stage for talent, for customers, for resources, for money. The world really has become very small. And you must have a highly engaged workforce, a culture of ownership. So, on our day together, we're going to cover three things. Number one, what does a culture of ownership look like? What are the essential qualities you must have in order to create that culture that promotes a highly engaged workforce? Number two, how do you do it? What are some very practical strategies for promoting a culture of ownership, for creating that higher level of engagement? And for that work, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to look at what did some of the best business leaders in history do in order to create that kind of culture. People like Walt Disney, Hewlett and Packard, Mary Kay Ash, Ray Kroc. How did they start from scratch and build organizations that have decades after the owner passed on still dominate their market? And the textbook for that, if you want to get an advanced look at it, is All Hands on Deck, which covers 8 essential lessons for building a culture of ownership. It's available at Amazon and bookstores. Third thing we're going to do, we are going to look at what are the leadership skills that you have to have in order to implement and execute the strategies to build that culture of ownership. That's going to be our day together. What does it look like? How do you do it? And what do you have to change in yourself and in your own leadership styles and approach to make it happen? It's going to be a great day. We are going to have a lot of fun. We're going to learn a lot. You're going to go away fired up, charged up, and ready to go back to work. I'll see you then.